Yeah, it's your boy Rell Funny as fuck. You know, we got that again with another YouTube reaction video. But hey, this is one I really got a question because like, what do y'all really see on acid? Like, how does that make your body feel afterwards, during, and before it takes effect? Like, how do y'all really sit up here and just capable of doing hard ass drugs like this? I get it. We chasing that feeling. You feel me? I get it. I get that. But it's like the hard ass drugs, the acid, meth, motherfucking, motherfucking heroin, motherfucking cocaine, motherfucking shit, galaxy gas, motherfucking. I was trying to think of another one. I was running into nothing but shooting up your veins and shit. But like, wait, what really makes y'all just want to sit there and just do acid and all these outlandish ass drugs? Somebody please let me know down in the comments if you do it or not. Please let me know. But yeah, we got teen realizes he murdered a kid during an acid trip. Let's get it, man.
At the University of New Mexico, where one room has just become a crime scene after a shooter fired multiple rounds, killing a 14-year-old boy and injuring another.
Are they just going next door to each other?
A group of teenagers are caught on surveillance cameras moments before disaster, when witnesses describe hearing gunshots ring out and glass shattering before a heavy police presence arrives on scene.
Do you want to times 2 or 3?
We can do it times 4, yeah, because it'll get up to the next. Okay. There's a kid coming back again. That's 105.
Police said the shooting left one teen dead, a 19-year-old suffering from a gunshot wound, and another shaken but uninjured. The two left alive, who were allegedly in the room during the incident, flee to a parent's home, where they are caught on a doorbell camera minutes before rushing to the hospital.
Shot. We have him here with us. Yeah, the bullet grazed his head. So I'm gonna head down to you, but we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to take this to the hospital. But I'm gonna head.
Hours later, police catch up with their suspect, who is about to face a sobering reality.
That's sobering reality.
Police identify the suspect, seen here, as 18-year-old John Fuentes, who was the subject of a manhunt after he said he retreated to a family member's home following the shooting. Next, the suspected shooter is taken to a hospital to be treated for injuries of his own.
Sit down.
Take over my dress here.
What's up?
No, not much except normal. We won't talk about it.
I'm gonna talk to the officer first and then we'll talk, okay? This one was that officer.
So when we got to him, he had cuts on his wrists. He was involved in the shooting at UNM.
Okay.
So yeah, he has deep cuts. We're thinking it's from breaking windows with his fists, and that's how he sliced his arms. Bringing him here because EMTs did check him out, but I saw as he was in the holding cell, he was still bleeding, so I want to make sure that, everything's clean and ready to go.
Once clear from the hospital, John is taken to the police station to be processed before detectives arrive to question him.
I go for your mom. You're gonna go the inside of the cheek, right? And we're gonna do this. Next time, just do it.
Just so you know, we do have a search warrant for your DNA and the photographs. Cool.
Alright.
How's it going, man? Thanks, bro. How you doing, man?
Decent, and you?
Yeah. I'm Agent Donis with the New Mexico State Police Investigations Bureau.
Double Core Mexico State Police.
Your name is John Fuentes, correct? Yeah. Okay. So we're just here to talk with you about what happened, just to get your version. Right. We don't want other people speaking on your behalf.
What brought you to UNM?
Usually I just go hang out at dorm, and we just hang out, watch movie, or not movie, but like play his PlayStation or whatever, and smoke like marijuana, nicotine, like what everybody does. And then I remember he wanted me to come because this is gonna be his last like semester or last like couple days, and he's like, let's take, what is it, acid tabs, and then I don't know, I was keep telling him nah, but he wanted to take it with some cocaine, and I remember.
So not only is you trying to take acid tabs, you trying to mix that shit with cocaine too, cuz? Like, like, do y'all hear yourselves? Do y'all hear y'all? About it, Jay. Like, what? But nah, do y'all hear yourselves? Acid and cocaine.
I pull up, and he had his gun with him, and then I remember came by and brought more cocaine so we could try it. And at the time, I remember I took like a thing of, what is it, acid, and then I remember peer pressure me, take another line, and I remember to the point where I couldn't even think. I remember I just remember blacking out, and then I remember I just wake up like on top of a roof. I'm like calling my brother. I'm like, what just happened? He's like, where you at? I'm like stuttering. I was like losing my mind.
You heard that right. John says he, quote, blacked out after a night of heavy drug use and drinking before continuing to recount his nightmare scenario.
I don't even know what happened. That's whenever I went to the parking lot and I was trying to look for help. And that's whenever I found some people, I was like, hey, can you guys help me? I was like, here, I don't care about the gun. I was like, here, I threw it on the floor. I was like, send help. I was like, I'm bleeding.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. At that point, you should have just. But nah, he did want to enjoy it. But at that point, if you know that he kind of peer pressure you to join to try that shit, though, you might well go and say fuck that shit and leave. Cause there ain't no point in staying, cause you finna be the only sober motherfucker right there. But you wanna look out for your friend though, cause he taking heavy ass drugs. So you gonna wanna watch his ass. But at the same time, you don't know what his ass capable of now, just because he took acid and multiple lines of coke. And they say cokeheads are strong as fuck. So, and Buddy had 5. Come on now. I said, put down my cocaine. I said, put down my cocaine. Put it down. Before I turn your ass to an upside down frown.
Like, please, I don't know what's going on. And then they just like drove off. They're like, what the hell? But I don't blame them. But yeah, I remember just after and after and after.
Yes. Sorry, Rocco.
Yeah, after. And then I remember just completely blacking out. And then I remember whenever I was on top of the roof, I just remember I had this Glock 19 on me, and I was just like out of it.
It was a 19.
I didn't even know where the heck I was at. And that's whenever I was like calling. I didn't even know where I was at. Like I was like, I remember I kept calling my dad. I was like, I think I got laced or something. I was like, I'm on top of the roof on UNM. I was like, I think I just shot 2 people. I'm like, I'm losing my mind. I remember I was just running to like the UNM. I remember it was just a bunch of UNM cops outside. I was running and running. And I remember I went like this. I was like, help, help, help. I'm bleeding. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, I can't control. And then I remember just seeing.
Ah, damn, I see the cut on his
I
wrist.
didn't even know it was just my uncle's truck right there. I didn't even know if it was him. And thank God he saved me. He was just like, yeah, hop in. What's going on? And like, he thought I got like trumped, and because I said I thought I don't know, there's something in the cocaine or I don't know. Because he just what I kind of remember is glass breaking. I remember and just full sprint running, just out of breath, going just like yeah, like an animal. I don't.
John tells investigators he remembered running and holding a gun before he was picked up and ushered away from the scene. But next, investigators want to know how he learned the outcome of the attack.
And then I remember my mom went to go like peep out the scene, and then she told me the whole news is there, and that she looked on the news and one's injured and one's deceased, and that's when I was started losing my mind. I was like, couldn't believe what I did.
That's
Just
that
like
cocaine,
Rambo jumping
man.
out, and I'm
I
just
got
like, I remember I looked at my pants and I had a 19, and then that's whenever I went to the parking lot near my car, and I was like, literally just looking for any cop I could find to help me, like help. And then that's whenever I ran into those people, and I was like, help, help, help. And then they were like, I pulled out the Glock, I threw it I literally threw it in front of me. I was like, please help, help, help. And then they were like, they just drove off, yeah. But that's literally all I remember. And but I remember just looking around like, what the actual hell? What did I take? I kept telling my dad, I think I got laced. I think I got laced. U&M, come out. I don't even.
Buddy, you decided to take acid on top of lines of cocaine. You did a bad mixture. That's a no go. You know, this is no go. No more cocaine and no more acid. Just stick to the Mary Jane. Just stick to the holy field. Earth's natural's finest plant. Just stick to that. Just stick to that. Just stick to that. And if you even trip out on that, how the fuck? Well, I can't say nothing. People can't have panic attacks. But if you trip out on that too, then just stay sober, my guy. Just stay sober.
No, I was like, I don't even know. And then I have an interlock, so. And then we were also drinking too, so I was like, I can't even drive. I don't know what to do. I was going insane. I completely like felt like it was frying my brain. I didn't even remember like it was probably the worst experience I ever had.
Oh, that sounds rough.
I'm already
And then
knowing.
at some point I completely lost the Glock. I literally like blacked out. I don't know what
Somebody
what
just
was going on.
somebody just got a new Glock.
Yeah, I don't remember where the hell it aimed.
No, they already got
I remember I ran up to my uncle with just my underwear on, and he was like, "What the hell happened to you?" And I told him, "I think I got laced or something." I completely blacked out. I don't know what the hell that fool had in there. And then, I don't even know. That's what bugs the hell out of me. I couldn't even. I literally just freaking, it was like the worst thing ever.
As John continues recounting his version of events, detectives notice one important part missing and dig in to find out what exactly happened inside the dorm room.
So like kind of like go through like the events of like you guys hanging out. Like did you guys just start, doing cocaine and acid like right away, or were you guys just hanging
Pretty
out?
much, yeah. Because it was already late, and then he had work in the morning. So I was like, well, we can hang out now and get it over with now, since. Because he had like work, the other. And then, what is it? I told him I don't want to be all tweaked out whenever I have to go. One of my family members was gonna bring like, she's a couponer. She's gonna bring all kinds of clothes and soap and oil. It's just to help us out. And I remember I told him, well, I'd rather just do it on the day where whenever. So like the night we do it, I don't want to be going and hanging around my family the morning. You know what I mean? The next morning. So I told him, oh, let's just do it now. Let's just go now. That he just had work in the morning. He was like, yeah.
Or you guys like you got there and then
That's a
started
natural.
doing cocaine and acid?
That's a natural
Yeah,
occurrence
I
for
mean,
his
it
ass.
popped like a tab and a half. And then
He able to get up and do that shit again in the
I
morning. I
remember
mean, get up
after that,
from
he
work in
just
the
like,
morning.
let's do line, let's do line, let's do bump, let's do bump, let's do bump.
Was that in his room or in one of your cars?
And I was in his dorm.
His dorm. Okay. At a certain point, were people like getting on each other's cases, or did somebody start becoming obnoxious, or start a fight, or like what? What do you remember in there, man? What happened? I mean, we kind of heard some things from some other folks, but we really want to hear your take on it.
Somewhat of a I just remember it was going so quick. We could have been arguing. I don't really remember crap, but I just remember somewhat of me holding his pistol, like looking at it off the acid, like all just tripping out on it, and then just Like just, well, I remember, I don't even remember what the fuck happened. I remember it was just like a movie, and then that's whenever.
He was playing with that hoe. Didn't think to check to see if it had one in the head or the clip was loaded. And he started pulling the trigger. Cause Glocks don't come with a safety.
I
That's
was running
exactly what
around like
happened.
an insane person around the campus trying to find help.
You remember how you left the room? They
Uh,
left the room? Whoever left?
I don't remember,
What led you to believe that you may have shot two people?
cause I was just full of blood, and I remember the Glock. Before I was messing with it, I remember it had bullets, and then I remember I took out the clip and it was empty, and I was like just bleeding, and I thought I shot myself because there's this big bleeding. I remember the Glock,
People.
because I was just full of blood, and I remember the Glock. Before I was messing with it, I remember it had bullets, and then I remember I took out the clip and it was empty, and I
But he
was like
still
just
had one in the head.
bleeding, and I thought I shot myself because there's this big ass welt right here. So I remember, and my ears were ringing, so I definitely knew something was up. I don't know. I was just, my mind was running a million miles per second. Cause I just remember, like I didn't even know if it was me who shot or them, but I remember just loud noises running, and I remember I went, like I laid down under a bush, and I checked the clip, and it was empty, and I was like, oh, bro, like if I felt someone was gonna kill me, I was like, that's whenever I think I climbed on top of the roof, and I remember I was like straight going insane. I was like knocking on the windows. I was like, somebody please help, somebody please help me, help me, help me. And then I was keep getting paranoid that like someone was gonna like, I was gonna knock on a window and someone was just gonna blast me or something like that. That's whenever I was like, oh, I was losing my mind. That's whenever I just said, I remember I just took off my pants and I did, or no, I remember I hopped in the water fountain out there, like the stream, or I don't know what the hell it was. And I remember I was washing off my cuts, getting a drink of water, and I was soaked. I was freezing. That's whenever I was on top of the roof, and then I remember I took off my socks, I threw them, because they're soaked, they're all getting all muddy, and I took off my pants, I threw them too, and then just full sprint. I remember at that, once I took off that, I remember I was like, I need help. So I started full sprinting. That's whenever it was literally like, police, 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 police at UNM. And I walk out and I'm like, please, please, so somebody. And I remember I started.
You saw the officers or cars?
I just saw cars, officer cars. So I was expecting there to be police there. I was like, I need help. I don't know what the went on. I feel like someone's gonna kill me. I was like, and then that's whenever I just ran it. It was like perfect timing. It was like, what the? But I don't know. It was just like, it happened so quick. Shit's crazy. I don't know.
Shit, feeling like the Flash. I
Most
bet it would.
insane day of my life.
Just that, man,
Now,
that shit do.
detectives ask John again whether there was an altercation in the dorm room before revealing who was killed in the incident.
We were watching. I don't know. It's hard to say. We could have been arguing. I mean, that's why I was almost like, you could ask what is it, his little brother or something. But I don't know. We could have been. I just remember completely blacking out. I don't even remember just running in full speed.
What's his little brother like? Did he talk to you, or what's he?
I don't know. Just I don't think his little brother's doing any of the coke though. That's the thing. But or I think he did some. I don't know.
Was he into the guns the way you were? I mean, everybody was. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Why the fuck this nigga sound like a fucking automated, automated motor machine? What the fuck? Fuck, he's talking his ass so soft spoken for. The hell? The fuck? Why he sounding like that? I know I'm not the only one that's picking up. I'm just not recognizing. I'm just bruh, like, bruh. Come on, man. What are you doing?
Or was he not? Like,
Pretty much everybody was.
So you don't ever like recall at all, like ever actually shooting a gun at any point in time?
I could have, but I'm not 100% sure. That's why I can't say. But I'm pretty sure I did, because I don't mean who else would. It literally said on the news that there one's injured, one's deceased. So I'm pretty sure I did. I just don't remember what the.
do you know who's injured or who's deceased?
No, I don't. Well,
What would you guess?
I'm pretty sure deceased. One's injured. Pretty sure.
What leads you to? Yeah, what leads you to think that like them versus somebody else, or why one's dead and the other one's injured?
Because his brother wasn't really in the way. His brother was just kind of out there. But they're both. I mean, every time we hang out, they're right there. And I don't think I would have shot his little brother. His little brother was always just out of the way. He's not really. He kind of just like the side character.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
Horrible. I remember I was literally going insane in my room, like crying, and I didn't know what to do because my brain was still off the acid. I was like, I can't go to the now. I can't turn myself in. I was like, I need to wait until I get sober or something. I was like, I was literally going insane, and I remember I was like, I couldn't handle it. And that's whenever my grandma was just like, I want to just spend the last time with you, get you something to eat, try to chill you out, try to detox your mind, and then we go turn yourself in. At some point, I told her I'm gonna have to. I was like, either if I don't turn myself in, they're gonna find me. I was like, there ain't no doubt about that. So,
Facts.
So do you want us to tell you who was injured?
yeah.
I mean, I'm asking. Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Okay. So the little brother, he's 14 and he's dead. And then
14?
injured, but not seriously. It's not.
How much of blacked out? What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
And that was his homie. And that was his homie's little brother. But he constantly said, no, he's good, he's good, he's good, he's good, he's good, he's good. No. See, this is why y'all can't feed into peer pressure, bro. This is why you cannot feed into peer pressure. No matter what. No matter what. It's gonna save you in the long run. You not doing that. You having a conscience of your own is gonna save you in the long run so many times. I promise you that. second-degree murder, aggravated battery, aggravated
Online
assault,
records show
tampering with
John is
evidence.
facing charges of second-degree murder, aggravated battery, aggravated assault, and tampering with evidence. 2 other teens are also reportedly facing charges connected to the deadly incident, including 19-year-olds Zion Miera and Daniel Archuleta, who both face charges of tampering with evidence, drug possession, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. At last check, all 3 have pleaded not guilty to their charges. John is expected back in court this winter.
Oh wow. But they still out. Free. Alright, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, comment, subscribe for more. Big boy rap. Peace.